Yo, Valhalla Fest. We are back at the Be Nasty Beats tent. It is I, Rubix. We have a homie here. A friend, tell the world who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Ron Story, but my DJ name is DJ Hoser Poser. And I just did my set here at Valhalla Fest 2022.
Yes, and he killed it. He killed it.
Thanks, buddy.
So how long you been DJing? And what was it like at that time, like, you know, when you're coming up?
Well, you know what, to be honest with you, I've been DJing in one way or another for a really long time, but not officially. I'm always the guy at the party, like, that had the tunes or Dewich wants to play, and always jumped in there. I always loved doing it, so I had a career, you know, I had a business, raised a family, and now I'm kind of into this stuff because my kids have grown up. I have the chance to, and the money to buy a nice controller and just start DJing. That's what I've been doing, producing and stuff.
So would you say you got into DJing like when you were older, or like was it something you were always thinking about when you were younger and like wanting to do, just didn't have the time? Or
exactly, I didn't have the time. You know, had a career, family to raise, but always a passion. You know, and I was in the restaurant business, so I was always manipulating music in the restaurants and pubs or whatever I was working. And now I just got the equipment and started. Always wanted to, you know, produce, remix, and to mix like the controller. Yeah, it's fun.
hell yeah.
One or the other, right? You're either producing music, or if you get bored with that, you just flip over and start playing it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Are you from Terrace or?
I've been in Terrace since 1997. Raised my family here, but I grew up in Vancouver.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I worked. I was always in the restaurants, pubs, you know, as a worker, manager, whatever, for years and years and years, and a lot of that had to do a lot of partying, a lot of playing music for sure. So,
Heck yeah.
been exposed to a lot of it, a lot of decades of music.
Now, what do you think of like anyone like, you know, young or older who thinks that like
I do.
You know,
I do.
like a young man.
It's anybody. So, you know,
What do you say to that?
I same thing I say about genres and music. There's only two kinds of music. It's either good or it's bad, right? So it doesn't matter with the age. Doesn't matter. You know, I don't think it's a young man's game, old man's. Look at the guys like Yellow, that band Yellow out of the '80s. Those guys are like really old, a lot older than me, and they're producing some crazy stuff now. So
Right.
never ends. It ends when it's over. That's it.
That's right. Yeah. Do you have any tips on how to stay inspired for such a long time? Because I know like a lot of artists, like the artist path is like very treacherous. You know what I mean? A lot of people fall off at, you know what I mean, at certain times. And like, do you have any tips on how to like stay in that longevity of being an artist and expressing as an artist?
I don't know if any tips, but I know I benefit from growing up through the '60s and kind of starting with the Beatles and all that music through there as a kid, and then so all that reference, and then all this new music, the new beats and the new technologies and Ableton Live and stuff like that. It's incredible. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how to answer that.
Let me ask you a different question then. Do you have any tips for any like old cats that are like, you know, like I think to be in music for this long, like you got to be open to new stuff, open to the stuff coming in. So do you have any tips for any like old dudes?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? For to like stay open, like, you know, like I know it's something that a lot of people struggle with.
If you like it, it's good. Like it's either good or bad. If you like it, the sound, don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to say you like something. If it tickles your fancy when you hear it, the heavy bass or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think, getting back to your question about longevity, it's just I've got so much reference and so many. Like I love to hear stuff when they revive new songs, old songs. It's all new. Slash DJ is doing a really good job.
Okay, you got any any places where like people can, you know, find any of your mixes or any like social media that you want to plug in?
Yeah,
websites?
I'm on DJ Hoser Poser. I am on SoundCloud. I post a lot of mixes, a lot of old mixes on Mixcloud. I also I put stuff on hearthis.at. If anyone's heard of that, it's not as mainstream as but they're really easy getting. I put anything on. And I've done that. A couple of little releases. I've got some stuff on Spotify. But I have more fun. It's just like a passion.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Anybody you want to shout out?
Shellboy Music.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Hoser Poser. Thank you, Hoser Poser.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more, or also check out our website, www.benastybeats.net.